Hello, everyone, and welcome to the very first episode of The Groove District. This is a podcast where we'll be talking about everything house music related, everything that has to do with dance music, everything that has to do with electronic music, anything that could be techno, dubstep, house. We're going to dive into it all. Today, we're going to kind of focus more on house music since I am here joined by one of my greatest friends, Simon Reyes. My name is Cesar and Simon. I will be your host. I'm also joined here with Caitlin Vasquez and Katie Piedrahita, and these girls are our AV team, and they will help us out everything that is audio and video related. Other than that, dude, how are we doing, dude?
Dude, great. Drinking a beer.
Oh, dude, salud.
Drinking a beer.
Salud.
Salud. Salud.
Oh yeah, they're drinking White Claws over there.
We don't like beer.
So,
how'd you get into it? How'd you get into house music in general?
So house music has always been like a really cool like type of genre of music that I've always kind of enjoyed. I feel like anything that's kind of like I never really got into like rap or pop or anything like that because I always felt like music should make you dance, you know? Fair. So I always like I always think back to like the 60s or 70s with like disco and stuff like that and how people were having so much fun partying and dancing and just showing love to one another, you know? So it's kind of interesting that like now in this new generation that we're in the 2020s that we're more focused on electronic dance music as our way of dancing and connecting with other people. Either it be small house shows, clubs, or even festivals. I feel like a lot of people underestimate how much fun and how much great energy is at these places. You
Completely agree.
So sometimes I really love house music. I love when everything just fits perfectly in place, you know, but it's even more about the community, you know.
Absolutely, because everyone's just super friendly, super inviting, and even though there is just like the people that are rude and like don't let you get through in the crowd.
The people that don't say excuse me. We're gonna start this episode by telling you a PSA. If you're anywhere navigating through crowds, please say excuse me. All right, don't be an asshole. Just everyone wants to see the show, everyone wants to see the DJ. Just have fun, you know.
Yeah, dude. Like recently Cesar and I, we went to Club Space, a really world-renowned club in Miami, and that place was packed. It was a Sunday at 3-4 in the morning. We were gonna watch the Minimalistic King, Chris Stassi, and and you wouldn't imagine you wouldn't imagine how rude the people were. Like, it was awful. People would just like push you, shove. It was just not it.
It just feels weird because it's one of those things that like Chris Stassi is like, he portrays a lot of like good energy and like he's very good vibes and like people are always dancing and stuff like that. But when it's in a club setting, especially like Club Space, which is Miami people, you know, people in Miami are much ruder and there's much more, they feel snootier, if that makes sense.
That does make sense.
So people think that they, you know,
they're a little entitled.
They deserve some type of treatment, you know. Like, we don't care how many followers you have. Like, we're all here for the same reason, and we're here for music.
For a good time.
Yeah.
A good time. Another thing, dude?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah.
You guys want a fun fact?
Oh, fun fact from Katie?
It is the oldest genre within the electronic dance music, and it was originated in, anybody guess?
Chicago.
Chicago.
Yeah, I don't know. Besides like someone like John Summit, I don't know any DJs from Chicago.
I don't think so. I know either.
Like, have you seen that video on like somewhere on the internet? It was Kanye West like doing like house music shows in Chicago.
Yes.
Like, that's sick.
Like, he's at a church and he has this like keyboard and he's literally mixing like what we have right here with the mixer, but with the piano. And it's actually pretty cool because even though it doesn't like flow, he was like playing and it would and it wasn't good. but everyone dancing, grooving, like that, and that's all that matters.
All right, really weird question. If you had like, what would you say would be the max amount of money you would pay for going to see Kanye West do a house show in Chicago? Like if he just played strictly house, I guess remixes of his own songs, you know, and stuff like that.
Remixes of his own songs, but they're house.
Their house.
Dude, I think $200.
$200?
I think $200 is fair. Like his songs, they're good. But if they were like groovy, like a pausa,
yeah.
Oh,
Shout out pausa.
Shout out
pausa. Stasi. We're gonna name a lot of DJs on this podcast, and if you don't know them, please, by all means, look them up. Like you're missing out on some really good house people, you know. Like when I think of people from like the early house music scene was like Carl Cox and like Black Coffee, and I feel like we're now in this new resurgence of like,
yeah, dude.
You know?
I recently saw a video of Black Coffee's son in Ibiza mixing.
oh, that's sick.
Dude, coolest video ever. You see Black Coffee behind his son. It's about to drop. It's like this super melodic, almost techno, tech house kind of feel, and he drops it, and Black Coffee just like adoring his son.
So, did you know that Black Coffee and Gordo, they helped Drake write that album, that Honestly Nevermind?
Really?
Yeah.
I had no idea.
They're I don't know about co-writers, but they produced a lot of the songs on there. Like Gordo did someone that's like super famous from that album. I can't seem to remember.
I can't tell you. Fact check.
Fact check.
Fact check.
Like, do you know that house album from Drake?
Is it Massive?
Massive. Yeah. Whatever, that song. Yeah. And that would be a great opportunity for me to be like, oh, and coming up next, Drake with you know, I do want to try to make this podcast I do want to mix my music into this. I mean, I don't have music of my own. I mean, not yet. But I do want to just highlight good songs, good music, like songs that people are sleeping on. Especially since how most people get started is they get like a record pool. Is that what it's called? Yeah, they get a record pool and they just kind of get what everybody's getting. But like I feel like SoundCloud and just getting stuff like that anybody can make, you know, and finding just rare, like really rare songs, or it's such a great
dude.
Like,
that feeling of finding a track on SoundCloud that no one has ever found, or like,
oh yeah,
it's so surreal, because then I'll get into the car with Cesar and I'll be like, yo, I found this track. Yeah,
and he'll send me a song and be like, yo, tune of the day, you know.
And that can be something that we can do on this podcast.
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely think that's something we could do, or something we could implement in. You know, we have the whole setup here, but to mix with all this equipment, it's doable, but it's gonna be a little difficult with our guys stealing the headphones here.
True.
Yeah.
The mushroom
Portobello.
Portobello.
Yeah.
Portobello the groove.
Portobello the groove mushroom. He's an eggplant. For those listening at home with no video, yeah.
I'm blinking, dude.
I'm blinking too.
Ooh, okay. If you guys had to pick 3 artists for a lineup, who are your 3 artists?
For my birthday? Dude, I got you. We're going with a Pausa.
Okay.
From the UK.
Okay.
I would want a Ranger Truco.
Okay, interesting.
And Chase West as an opener.
No way, dude. No way.
Chase West as an opener.
Nah.
I would want that as my birthday lineup.
Really?
Yes.
Dude, I would have thought I would have switched out Ranger Truco for like someone like Clooney.
No.
What?
No. The only reason why, like, okay, I think Clooney's great and all, and he'll get you grooving, he'll get you moving, he'll get you like feeling some type of way, you'll feel euphoric, wow, whatever. But his stuff is super like it's repetitive at some point. You know?
Can we put this on highlight real quick? What's going on?
I showed this to you and I think you saved it.
And this is such a Clooney ass song.
Yeah,
dude.
right. That's why I thought about Clooney as this idea. But that was good. I like that one. I don't know, dude. For like, if I were to get 3
okay,
DJs,
but
right?
like if you're gonna have like an opener, you have someone in the middle, and then your closing show.
You said Chase West was your closer?
No, he was my opener.
Oh, okay. I was like, that's.
But like I think like that I've told this joke to you before that like I feel like Chase West is like Walmart pausa, you know.
Oh, dude.
And I mean that with so much respect. Chase West, if you
ever listen to this, dude,
Controversial dude, but great
he's
music.
super controversial, but he's fantastic.
He's
Yeah.
controversial. Can we
Very,
open that up? We
he's
should
very
pull up
Kanye
his
West
tweets.
like.
Who, Chase West?
Yes.
Oh yes.
Yes.
Oh my god, can we dive into this? For our fact checkers in the corner here.
Loading.
There was a beef between Miami? Where's
He's
West?
from here.
Chase West is from
Yes.
Miami?
Yes.
Chase West from Miami and West End from
No idea. I think West End is
Birmingham?
from. No, he's from
Alabama.
Australia.
There's no way West End is Australian. He's American. He has to. Can we get a fact check?
Give me a second.
But yes, so Chase West, he's very against girls in the booth.
Chase West is against girls in the booth. I thought it was like not.
Or was
West
it the
End.
other-
It was
West
West End.
End.
He was pro dudes in the booth. You know?
Yes. That's
Like
what
he was like, yo, like dudes in the booth, and like it'd be like a funny meme because like it sounds stupid, but like most of every dude's dream is to get behind the DJ in the booth, especially at a club Club Space in Miami.
Absolutely.
Like that'd be
He's from
sick.
New York.
He's from New York.
Yeah.
Oh,
Alright.
really?
West
Okay,
End.
West
Yeah,
End.
there you go. West End.
Ooh, he's a Capricorn. Ooh.
But yeah, yeah. No, there was a whole beef between that. Chase West was very like anti-West End because I think West End, like he just took a shot at West End for doing that.
Yeah, and Chase West even made a diss track on.
Yeah, so that's what it was. It was Chase West made a thing that he was like, oh, like you're only doing the dudes in the booth just so you can sell more tickets, like you're cheating or whatever. And West End's like, West End was like, bro, like shut up, like this is I guess it's his own marketing campaign and it's working for him, you know. But Chase West was like, whatever, release a diss track. Never, I don't think I've ever heard like a diss track in house form.
Neither have I.
You know,
House beef.
house beef. It's so funny, and like the whole thing. That,
Funny
like,
enough, like West End taught Chase West how to use Ableton, which is like the whole program where they like.
So what side are you guys on?
I'm on Chase West. That's Chase West. But also, I think dudes in the booth would be awesome.
Dudes in the booth. I think that's just so funny. Like that's just like it's a funny marketing strategy. When it comes
absolutely,
to, when it comes
absolutely. And there's videos of West End like that.
I'm gonna try to find this beef. Not beef. What's that called? The diss track.
I just did a little break.
She's trying her best.
Surprisingly, I can't find much information about this man.
Who?
Same, I had to dig to find Chase his West. Hashtag
He's
get him
off
on
the
the
grid.
show.
He's off the grid.
Hashtag get him on the show.
With 18,000 listeners on Spotify.
18,000 only?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, can we get the volume up a little bit? This is Chase West's diss track for West End. It's called Pussy, Sumif Remix.
Crickets.
I don't know. I guess this is the part where we just kind of like
Let it play.
let it play.
How do you have a house beef? Like, you don't sing. I'm confused.
Because you know how like rap beef is like, oh man, I'll kill you. You know?
Yeah, this one's like, beats.
And it's like, yeah, like, take this.
That's why I'm like, how is this a diss?
But they went at it
On Twitter.
on Twitter. That's
And
what it was.
It was a funny situation. It was like they both got booked for Club Space at the same time, like the same hour. It was like Chase West was doing Space, and then Weston was doing the ground.
No, it was the other way around.
Other way around. So
Other
he was
way
doing the
around.
ground.
Yeah.
And even Chase West, he did a back to back with John Summit.
Yeah,
at the
on,
ground.
on Valentine's
Day. That's
pop up.
Yeah, it's really really cool.
On Valentine's Day. It was like past, like, it was already like 12, 1. And they just pulled up together.
That was
See,
it.
like,
It was just pussy.
if I heard this and this was my diss, I'd be like,
You'd have to dance to it, you know.
yeah.
So, you know, that's what I'm saying.
Is it an insult not to dance?
That's why you can't have house beef. You know what I mean? Like it's so full of like good vibes. like you can't help but dance to your own diss track. You know what I mean?
Dude, literally.
But yeah.
Ooh, next fun fact. There are at least 3 styles of dancing that are associated with house music.
Oh, do you want to take a guess? Which ones they are?
Side to side.
Left foot,
Wrong.
right foot. You know, there is shuffling,
Shuffling.
hawking.
No,
Hawking?
but that's not house.
Oh, house. Okay, hawking. I still want to learn how to hawking. Dude.
Hawking is
That's
would be
like techno.
That's techno, and that's like one day if this podcast ever blows up, you know, I would definitely want to bring like a professional hawkener, someone that's just like that knows how to dance and would give us like a lesson just for
What if I even
jokes, you
know
know.
Dude,
You know?
bring us this recipes.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm on this side of TikTok where Aziz goes to these festivals and all you see him is fucking hawking.
Oh,
And
yeah.
with the hard style.
Dude, hardstyle is very. Would you say it's underrated, or do you say it's overrated?
So, I mean, I guess in the gym community, I think it's super overrated in a sense. Like, if you're listening to it, you're one of those like SARM goblins, or you're like,
Yeah.
ew.
Do you know? No, the what I associate with that was like funk music.
Okay.
You know, like those like videos like people drift to and stuff like that. Like those
Okay.
edits, you know.
Oh, like the rally car.
Yeah,
Dude, I
yeah.
think those are so cool.
They're cool. Don't get me wrong, but like people like work out to that type of music.
like Dr. Gabba. You know?
Nah, Dr. Gabba is not funk though.
I love Dr. Gabba.
Dr. Gabba is low-key hard.
Shout out Dr. Gabba.
Shout out Dr.
Groove
out.
District. I don't know if me saying that is gonna get me sued. He's like, yeah, you directly said that you chose the name because of Dr. Gabba. I didn't choose the name because of Dr. Gabba. I just thought it was a cool little name, you know.
Groove District.
Groove District. Where are we? We're in the Groove
Well, the
District.
3 dances were jacking, footwork, and lofting.
What?
Lofting.
Let's not forget voguing.
Voguing. Is voguing considered house music dance
Well,
though?
house music dancing styles can include movements from any other forms of dance such as whacking, voguing, jazz dance, lindy pop, tap dance, and even modern dance.
What is modern dance?
Just like regular movements, I guess, jumping around.
Okay.
Side to side, I guess you can
Side to
include
side.
that.
Side to side.
Side to side is usually my go-to.
Dude, but side to side, I mean, I feel like there's what other movements can you do to this?
Vogue.
For example, okay, you're voguing,
they're
you're just
voguing.
like, but then like you're just going side to side, or you're doing like a 2-step.
I do a 2-step a lot.
Yeah.
One, two.
Do a little white girl dance.
Yeah, like so when we went to this club in North Fort Lauderdale in the Wilson Manors called the Manors, and if it was just like a club, you know what I mean? But they were playing like house music remixes and stuff like that, and you just see everyone's moving their hands and twisting and turning and grinding and all this stuff. Usually when I go to like house shows and stuff, like people are just moving side to side. It's just like a sea of people just moving side to side, you know. Like I don't know. I've even like when we gone to a festival, we gone to EDC, and like all the way in the back would always be people doing the shuffle, and they're
Using their like little toys.
yeah,
and all
like
that.
they're like light ropes and stuff like that. Hula
Dude, but
hoops.
honestly, that feeling of being in a crowd, like deep into the crowd at EDC, and feeling like you're riding a wave pool is like the best feeling ever.
Yeah,
Because you're just in sync with the crowd, and it's like, for example, Eli Brown, and it's just like,
Yeah.
dun.
yeah.
It's pretty cool.
Eli Brown, shout out Eli Brown.
He's coming for Factory Town.
He's coming for Factory Town. Oh, you want to get into that?
We
about
can.
Miami Music Week
We
is coming up
can.
soon. Miami Music Week is coming up in 2 weeks, 3 weeks.
Essentially, it was for. I actually heard this today. Originally, it was for people to. It was like a record pool, so people would come and share their tracks and get noticed by producers. Now it's just this one huge fucking party.
Yeah, which is, what do you think about that though? Like when it was like a time that it was just like small little house people, like everyone's kind of DJing, finding tracks, trading music and stuff like that, and now it's become a thing where it's like you have to invest hundreds of dollars if you want to just go to a show or something like that. Like they bring in big names, don't get me wrong.
Huge names.
Like Mochak would become like Mochak, Jamie Jones, Chris Lake, like stuff like that will always be more than $175. When like hot take, I think house shows should be like $20.
No.
No?
I don't think so. I think house shows. I mean, one, the production's crazy, and I think you can agree to that. Production is pretty cool. At least Factory Town. When we went to the John Summit closing party last year, I think it was fantastic. The lights, the screen.
But it was also because around that time, like during that week of my music week last year, they also had an Afterlife going on. So they still
and Elro,
and they still had the big screen like there for the Tale of Us and Anima, but like this year they're having Afterlife in a completely different area.
Dude, they're having it in the stadium by Miami Seaquarium.
Is it the Marine? Like
the Marine Stadium, whatever.
Like
which is kind of cool because that place is full of graffiti. They have so much room to put like a huge screen.
Do they? Do they have a lot of room for like, everything?
And
like,
it's like off the water.
I've never I think I've only driven past it.
Yeah.
Like to. If you keep going down that road, is that key? Did you reach the Keys?
No. You reach this small town called Key Biscayne. Key Biscayne.
Okay.
And that's where like all the really rich foods are.
Yeah.
But Miami Music Week, supposedly Jamie Jones is having the Paradise.
Oh yeah.
Is the biggest party this year.
Really?
Besides every other one.
I would have thought like
I thought Mochak, The Calling.
I thought Mochak would have been hitting.
No,
I've been seeing clips of him like doing like songs
really
with,
well.
like, some like Brazilian songs, and they do really good with the crowd.
Yeah.
But like, do you think that would be fitting for like the Miami crowd? I mean, there's a lot of Latinos
dude,
down here.
Bro, the Brazilian crowd, dude, they're there for Mochak.
Yeah. Dude, now I'm like, I'm still thinking about my answer for this. Who would I choose for like not a festival, but like a show on my birthday, like three DJs or something like that. Like,
Miss Mata.
Nah, like I would be insane and be like, oh, opening Dom Dalla, like,
okay,
starting strong, and then like, we'll do like Eli Brown, and we'll do. Oh, that's tough, dude.
James Hype, like that's such a big change.
Yeah, James Hype is coming. He's coming for.
Yes,
he's doing the Elro.
He's doing Elro.
Yeah, James Hype is doing Elro, and which is pretty sick. I've always wanted to go to an Elro.
I want to go to Elro, but not here.
In Ibiza.
Or in Spain.
So funny enough, I saw this thing online. Maybe we'll get a fact check on this, but it was that they're making a Netflix like series or movie or documentary or something like that about Elro.
Interesting.
And they were looking out. There was a casting call, and it was like, all right, like you're gonna whoever like you have to prove that you are a person that has been to more than 2 Elros or whatever, and then we were gonna like they're gonna pay you to go to Elro and like go to around the world to these different parties.
Dude, that'd be nuts.
Dude, the way I signed up for that so fast, I was like, yeah, I've been to 5 Elros. Like I want to
fact check on that. It was a hoax.
It was a hoax?
Really?
They got you.
They got me. They got all my information. Dude, I put my credit card and social security as a down payment.
Yeah,
dude.
maybe
Dude, that'd be awful. But I get notifications.
I'm so upset. Like I'm honestly like I was like, dude, that sounds awesome.
I get notifications a lot for the Circle.
Circle and Ibiza,
or anywhere, dude. Like right now, they're doing a lot of like really small shows of it's just the DJ in like the middle of nowhere. But
okay. So here's another question for you. All right. If you could attend a house show or any type of EDM type of show,
okay,
where would you want to do it?
Where?
Yeah, like you could say like, oh, I want to go to the French catacombs.
Okay.
I would want to do a house rave on top of the Eiffel Tower, like, you know.
Dude, I would say the Pyramids of Giza.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Dude, I would have said something crazy like the Vatican City or something like that.
Dude, no, dude. Imagine in the Pyramids of Giza. Like, you remember that episode of, not episode, but in the Circle, that one set from these one DJs, I forget.
Oh yeah.
And how it was nice and dark and like,
because it was like you would get the sunset of like you're looking over these pyramids and these people are mixing like these like transcendental like transcendental. How do you say that word? Transcendental. like transcendental is English is not my first language.
But yeah, they're playing this like really funky, like melodic.
Yes.
And it's very like very space and like ooh.
Because like imagine you're watching the sunset over the pyramids.
And all those pharaohs inside, and like you're just shaking them up with the bass.
Secrets, dude. We don't know where these pyramids came from, dude. Could be alien, probably.
Could be aliens, dude.
We're like calling to them, dude. You know.
It could be crazy.
House music started.
It's how it started. It's how
Honestly,
we communicate
like,
with aliens.
If you really think about it, like when you go to these festivals, people just look like a moth to a flame. Like it just feels like we're aliens, just kind of going into this light and just doof, 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 you know.
Yeah. That's a great analogy. Loki.
Like I was just like, this is like
Subduction.
Rick and Morty was like, welcome to human music, you know. Like that's what that feels like.
It does because you see, like I remember seeing the dubstep stage at EDC, and it was just like screen after screen, screen, big space where the DJ was, and then more screens and lasers and lights.
Do you know what production I really liked was the main stage at 3 Points with when Grimes performed.
Oh, with the little screen.
Oh yeah, they put like a screen over it, and then they had like a projector hit it or whatever, and then she still had the screens behind her. Grimes, shout out Grimes.
Shout out Grimes. Grimes was fantastic.
Was fantastic, and like she had her she messed up a couple times, but at the same time like,
she was
it was
sorry.
Yeah. But it was still
just
like
a girl, guys.
She's just a girl. Yeah. But
she's like just mixing in like Miracle Maker
with
Mariah Carey.
She was mixing Mariah Carey like the Christmas song, whatever. That with Dala.
And it wasn't bad because it was like everyone was feeling low-key silly. Like I have a couple beers, you have a couple cigarettes here and there.
Every now and then, drunk cigarettes don't count, kids.
I don't think we can say that.
Yeah, there goes our brand deals.
There goes our brand deals.
Modelo, everything. Take me back. Take me back. But yeah. This song? Okay, so I don't really know what exactly is playing. I'm kind of just letting it play. This is Fewstone 23 with Console.
What is this?
This is the alien music.
Yeah,
it's the alien music.
Which one is it?
What just
mixed
happened?
in great. It mixed in great.
I just did that.
Caitlin like pressed the button on the sound cues, and like it mixed in perfectly.
This is Chase West with Sweetheart.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what I'm doing.
Yeah. Oh my God, Caitlin. You know, she's actually asked me about like she wants to create a set. You know.
Really?
I'm gonna make my own girl set.
You should.
That'd be really cool. That'd be really cool
because like I think about like what type of music she would play, and like it'd be music for the girlies. You know what I mean?
What kind of music? What kind of music would you play? Oh, Horse Girl's coming to Factory Town.
Again?
Yes.
Oh my God.
Yes. I think Friday.
I will spend $200 on that right now.
I think it's on Friday or Saturday.
Let me get a fact check on that Horse Girl at Dice.
While she looks that up, do you guys have DJ names for yourselves?
No. I've never thought about it, but like because I don't know, like I just don't want to have a corny ass name.
Yeah.
Because like if you think about it, John Summit, James Hype, such great fucking names, dude. Great.
Sorry, what day? What day is it? Horse Girl?
Thursday, March 21st, the day after.
The day after.
No. Dude, there's so many good shows happening that Thursday.
Tons.
There's so many good shows happening that Thursday.
I have that whole week off, guys. Oh, please, let's go. I know you'll come.
I cannot.
Yeah.
Yes, you can.
She'll be at the Ritz-Carlton with her rich family.
I'll be working with my rich spy family.
This goddamn white baby. Aw, I really want to see.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and they low-key released it today.
Yeah?
Yeah, I saw it on Instagram.
Cheap right now.
How much is it?
27
For the anytime?
For anytime? Shut
Okay,
up.
the anytime is 60.
What else is on that Thursday? Maybe?
Just kidding.
What is it?
Black
60.
BLK is on that Thursday as well.
Yes,
who else
BLK.
is, look up, go on Dice, look up Factory Town.
There's
and
so
see what's
many
happening
good
on
shows.
Thursday. I know Dom Dollar. Is Dom Dollar Saturday or Sunday?
It's Saturday.
Saturday. But you know what's funny, guys? We're gonna go see. Well, we're not gonna go see, but like John Summit is gonna be there when we go on that Wednesday.
Yeah, dude. If you have to make the decision of Nico Moreno or John Summit,
Nico Moreno.
you have to.
I'm staying at Nico Moreno. I've seen John Summit. I'm already over it.
Twice.
If it's John Summit and Charlotte DeWitt, who are you picking?
Charlotte DeWitt.
Okay.
Charlotte DeWitt. I saw Charlotte DeWitt one time at Club Space at EDC Orlando in 2022. My first EDC, and oh my god.
Oh, Eli Brown is coming on this Saturday.
But I'm a little worried. I'm a little worried in a sense that like I'm kind of over techno.
Yeah.
Yeah. So no, I'm being dead ass. Like the other day, I sat down and tried to listen to some techno, like Charlotte DeWitt, Nico Moreno.
It's because like it has to fit
Dude.
like a certain vibe, and like sometimes like these like sometimes techno is very repetitive, and it, like sometimes it could be just doof, doof, doof. What happened?
The camera wasn't recording.
Are you serious?
Do we keep recording?
I guess we can keep recording on just the audio.
Yeah.
I like wanted a clip like a like
You could probably. Well, don't you have to do that regardless?
yeah. Here, yeah. Should we take a short intermission and let the music play?
Sure.
I'm racked up like rappers. I'm wrapped up on camera. Get knocked out on camera. Squeeze pump like asthma. It's rare wrath when I wear rap. It's rare wrath when I wear wrath. Bear wrath when I wear wrath. Right investors in some rap shit. Little niggas still shit rap. Then I'm dripping on rags. Grip gon' be the tag. Do the digital dash. Yeah, I'm boasting, never brag. Please don't touch my rap. Oh, the crisp in that. Please don't touch my rap. 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 I'm racked up like rappers. I'm wrapped up on camera. Get knocked out on camera. Squeeze pump like asthma. It's rare wrath when I wear wrath. Ralph Simmons. All kind of crazy colors. Living colors. Left wrist, roll it butter. Ice. Make some Margiela my sweater. Mama told me never settle. Ralph Simmons, don't lace him. Got your bitch wanna date her.
Huh? What? Don't wanna talk about the papers. I swear to God, these niggas be haters. They be hating, I feel out of vapors.
All right. Welcome back. Welcome back. I think that's just part of the show. Like,
Yeah.
wait, Katie is about to press record on the camera, and we're good. We're back on. This was what was just playing was ASAP Mob, Raph, Kai William edits, free download. It's kind of pretty good.
For the DJs out there, if they want to mix it. If they like
Yes, it only has. Let me see. 15.7 thousand listens with only 1,000 likes, 300 reposts.
Interesting.
So,
Dude, I'm actually kind of surprised that this. Not surprised because he's good. He's a great producer. But Fallon, he's getting shows now.
Yeah?
Yes, dude. He performed a festival with Gordo in Argentina. Also in Chile.
sick.
And he's been like traveling. I follow him on Instagram. Shout out Fallon for the
Fallon.
for the Rich Motherfucker
Dude,
remix.
drop
Please
it.
drop it, dude.
What the fuck are you doing, dude?
I heard it for the first time at Dom Dalla. You were there.
I was
You
there.
I
were
was there.
Katie, you're gonna be there next.
Mm-hmm.
But that was until 10:30 in the morning at Space. Sober.
Absolutely not.
Sober.
Not an ounce of alcohol in your system.
Not an ounce. Just Red Bull and vibes.
Literally. That and like we had a cute little mimosa in the morning.
That we shared between all three of
Yeah.
us. Yes. And it was insane. Like you can see the bags underneath our eyes.
Yeah,
so,
we were
like-
We look
exhausted.
like mummies.
When Dom Dalla opened that, he opened with that like what 4 a.m. 5
At
a.m.
like 5 a.m. We were like already.
Because
feeling like
who
zombies.
opened? I don't remember.
I don't remember who opened. Do you remember? Do you? No, I don't remember.
You can check the ticket.
I'll check it.
Oh, you're playing it.
Yeah, can we get a volume real quick? See, like you can hear that was that close days.
Dude, and I sometimes go back to the video just to hear that because when he plays the song,
It wasn't anyone that like it was.
all you do is hear it in the. You hear the song like just the acapella, and then he drops it, and then space just drops, and all that water, all that smoke is just so cold. And
Dude, when we went to Stussy, it was freezing, dude.
Really?
The CO2 like was cold.
It was
like
cold.
really,
Like,
I didn't get any of it.
I got it right.
you
in my
got
face.
it filled up the entire club.
Really,
Like I was blind for like a fat second.
They would stop and I'd still be like, oh,
Like they would and it would stop.
right? It was cold.
And then we were just like, bro, like I can't see, like what's going on in front of me, you know?
I hear Miranda be like, what's going on?
Yeah, and you're low-key inhaling it like,
Hello.
But it was just cold. I remember it being like
it
freezing
was
cold.
cold
I was just
outside
like,
because
damn.
it had just rained. Remember,
Yeah,
and
that
like
doesn't-
space is open, so like air does go in.
I guess.
But like, regardless, I was still hot in there.
Yeah.
But I'm hot everywhere.
True.
Like James Hype. James
For those
Hype,
listening at home, Simon sweats like a sinner at church.
literally, like we go to these shows at Factory Town, and I'm just soaked in sweat.
What was I remember it was one show that we went to. I don't know if it was just me and you, but you were like literally like drenched. I think it was EDC. Like I looked at you and you were like wet. Like it was like someone poured a bucket of water on you.
No, EDC, I was cool because it was actually nice and cool.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
it was nice. So I was sweaty, but I wasn't like soaked.
Yeah.
Like that night at James Hype, that was disgusting. But
Yeah.
that's because it was underneath a canopy tent.
It was
They were
under
like
kind of I would say canopy. Like it was kind of like
dude,
it was like a
it was
warehouse with no
packed,
walls.
and it was packed.
Yeah, no.
And it
what
was wet, humid.
What I remember like distinctly of that was we were there to see Medusa as well, and like Medusa like opened up with
Everything You Have Done.
Everything You Have Done, or whatever. It's like the yeah. I'll play it. But like we wanted to see Medusa for that song. And when we showed up, like that was the first song he opened with, and it was like cold and muddy out, and like me and you were about to get our drinks for the night, and like he opened with that, so we had to rush into the crowd, and it was packed.
It was.
But we got like a front row for like James Hype, I remember.
Also Medusa, we were pretty.
We were
on the rail.
You were on the rail for Medusa. I'm gonna find everything.
But that I remember that show being so hot, humid, disgusting. I was sticky. Ugh. Not it.
The weather wasn't great, and like I'm pretty sure it had rained earlier as well.
Yeah, it did.
Because it was flooded, and like it was really humid, so it caused everything to just be like even worse than it was.
As mainstream as John Summit is, I would have loved to have gone to Vail to go party on a mountain.
Oh yeah,
dude, he did like a pop-up set in the middle like, on a Sunday.
Hold on.
Iconic song, guys.
Start voguing. Announce it.
Great song.
Now dip.
Feel free fall.
There you go. It's a great song. It's a great song.
It is a great song.
I think the first time I heard it was with Dom Dalla.
Was it really?
It was like he was playing at, I don't know if it was
dude,
the
I almost
Cavern
feel like
Red
it's
Rocks.
I almost feel like it's a space classic, dude.
Everything You've Ever Done?
Yes.
Really?
I feel like I hear
think
it
so.
every single time I go. Like
Really?
when it's like
No way.
when it's like a tech house DJ.
I guess, yeah.
And I feel
But
like
it-
my first time hearing it was seeing Medusa.
Really?
Yeah.
It wasn't
That was
my
your
first
time
time.
seeing it? No, because I remember
No,
hearing,
obviously I knew the song.
like we heard this song at EDC when Medusa was playing, and we were like walking out. You know, I think we were going to go see. It wasn't Dom Dalla at that night.
No, I think we were starting to try to go see Eli Brown.
Eli Brown. Yes, we left. It was
Best set of the weekend.
honestly like.
Should we talk about it, guys?
Honestly, like I always thought like, oh, like if this podcast takes off, I'd put that video on like a Patreon or something like
that's
that.
so fair.
That's so funny. It's just like a video of like this whole fight that broke down during Eli Brown.
So at EDC, for the people listening,
You have to specify EDC
Yeah.
Orlando.
EDC
you know?
Orlando,
We have yet to be to
2023.
Vegas. We have yet to go to Vegas
we're planning it,
or Mexico.
or Mexico, yeah. But it was a group of 11, right?
11.
Was it 11 of us? And Eli Brown was day 3,
No,
day 2,
day 2.
day 2, and he was the last set of the night.
No. It was Eli Brown, and then the whole fight broke out, and we ended up leaving to go get food, and then
This whole story.
and Gorgon City was going
the
on.
fight was day 3.
Was that day
That was
3?
right before Steve Aoki. Remember, we sat on
Yes.
the floor and then we went to
Yes.
go see Steve Aoki.
Yes.
Yes, so it
'Cause
was day 3.
I went to go see Gorgon City too.
Yeah.
And
Yes,
that
I
being
remember.
right before I saw Steve Aoki.
We also had no party favors at that time.
That is true. That is true. Yeah.
So we remember it
But
clearly.
so we got into the crowd, all 11 of us, and
No, actually, you guys had ditched us, and we
No.
found you.
No. In the beginning, we were all together. Together, and it was Marcos and I were our good friend,
Marcos Gonzalez.
one of
Shout out.
another close friend of ours, and we look at each other and we're like, "Hey,
Sorry.
side quest."
This is what happens when you like Caitlin control the music. No way.
Where's girl? She's good. She's good.
Love.
MCRT is also very like. No
I
one
am
knows him.
actually really getting into MCRT. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I'm starting to fuck with his music heavy.
Interesting.
Interesting.
I didn't know that.
But yes, so Marcos and I look at Marcos and we go side quest, and I was like 100%. So we go to Cesar. We're like, we have this huge totem pole, just a pole, no totem because it had just broken a few days earlier.
Yeah.
But
For the people listening, for the PSA, if you're gonna build a totem, duct tape.
Duct
You
tape.
have to bring like an industrial tape so nothing
Yes.
breaks.
and no
'Cause
piñatas from
'cause-
Party City.
Yeah, it'll put a whole like it'll put a whole stinger on your night because you're like, oh, dude, I built this. It broke on day one
Day
during
one
Dead
after-
Mouse.
Yeah.
Literally an hour into
An hour into us being at this festival, we broke our totem.
Yeah. And then so back at Eli Brown, I go to Caesar and side quest. So he turns around and goes to Kaylin and goes, "Hey, is it okay?" So
Oh yes.
So
yes.
Kaylin goes, "Yeah, it's okay." So we just dive into the crowd with Marcos, and Marcos is the best crowd navigator.
He just taps
in
you on
this
the shoulder
world.
and be
Like he says, "Excuse me."
He'll be like,
through,
"Oh,
doesn't
He'll-
care."
he'll pat you on the back and be like, "Oh, my dad's up there."
Yeah,
I need
like
to-"
my sister's up there. I need to get this drink to her.
And it's funny because like it would
My
be like,
dad.
and that works. My
works
dad thing works
100% of the
it's
time,
funny because
guys.
it's like we were because it was gonna be like the crowd was so packed. It was
So
Neon
packed.
Garden, and like we were like navigating all three of us. Like, all right, we're gonna get to the front. As soon as we get to the front, we turn back, and our entire group was just followed us.
Our entire group, all 11 of us, have made it to
because-
the rail. Everybody.
I was like, yeah, like go ahead. Like if anything, we'll have like a girls' side quest. Like all of us round up and we'll go in like a different direction because we're definitely gonna get to the front first, you know. And then all of a sudden, Miranda and you just turn on. They're like, "Are they leaving us? How dare they?" They're like, and I'm like,
I
"No."
was like, everybody hold hands, let's go.
Katie not wearing glasses. We just the only sign of like of
that
where
yellow
our
pole.
whereabouts was our totem pole.
That at this
Literally a
point, like
stick.
it was day, so Eli Brown was day 3. This
Yeah.
was it
It's
was just a
yellow
pole
pole.
with
It
like
was a
light
yellow
on it.
pole.
Yeah.
That's-
It
I
was
don't
just
know
it
how
was
I
just like
did it.
Christmas lights on a just a spray painted PVC pipe. That's what it was.
Didn't even have the lights. Like,
And it
was-
worked. And it worked.
And it worked.
And then we're there for probably like, I'd say like 15, 20 minutes until
Yeah.
until Katie gets shoved. If you want, you can pick it up because you know this whole story
Yeah.
exactly how it went down.
So we were like right in front of the railing, but there was 2 people in front of us, and they started beefing, pushing each other around. And then out of nowhere, the guy on, we'll call him Guy A, he
Guy
pushes
A.
Guy B, and Guy B, hits me. I'm blindsided. Next thing I know, there's like 5 people like beefing it out, punching each other. Like this whole thing breaks out. Simon picks me up, turns me around. I can't see the fight anymore.
Yeah.
It was just like
I was watching
like,
the whole thing
I
happen
just
from
grabbed her
afar. I
out
was
of
just
like
But it was so strange because like it all like started opening up. I was like, bro, mosh pit at Eli Brown is kind of insane, you know? And like I'm seeing these dudes like literally just swing fists at each other, and I'm like, this.
I was so lost. I was like, damn, they're really into this music. They just don't get the blur.
But
I was like, yeah, he's doing good.
and
and
like
we're like right
it
on
was
the
like
rail.
there was really like this whole. It was we were probably like 10 people back from the rail, and then
we weren't. We were like
no,
on the rail.
like it was like there was 10 people. There's 10 people in that, I guess, like there, and then everything broke out and everything spread out, and that's when we got like really really close to the rail. We like
Yeah.
we took the advantage of like this whole fight to like move closer just to see Eli Brown.
Yeah, this one goes in the front of the whole thing and starts recording.
I'm recording the entire thing, and it was
Words
like it's so
off.
funny because like the video is like such a middle school like fight video, so
the
like
chokehold
the
in the back.
camera's shaking, you know.
It's funny because I see Simon, he's just there like, and then he's there like leaving me behind, just like.
I have like
bruh.
Kate. I have Katie
It's
like
always
in
Cesar.
almost like in a chokehold, almost like holding her because she got pushed hard,
Yeah, I almost
Yeah.
fell.
hard
Yeah.
because she fell on top of me because all of this was happening literally right next.
There
to
was
us.
also somebody in a wheelchair. Like,
yeah,
literally-
right on the right on the rail.
Yo, there has to be like a handicap area at the
Getting on the
rave.
wheelchair.
There's no way a man, like someone in a wheelchair,
Marcus
should be
who
at the rail.
Dude, she had
For
to,
what?
She had to been gotten there like at 3:00 and was like, "I'm not giving up my spot." And shout out to you, lady in the wheelchair, if you ever listen to this.
And it was kind of,
because,
and I
like,
think it's funny because like I remember James, like he grabbed the wheelchair and he was like, "I'm riding the rail." I thought that was so funny.
Shout out
Hashtag
James.
fan
shout
Shout
out
out
James.
James.
Shout out James.
James, last name unknown, but
Jermaine.
Jermaine, James Jermaine,
James Jermaine.
Jermaine.
Okay, that's a fire DJ name.
James Jermaine.
James Jermaine.
Yeah, we never got back. Katie asked us like, what would be our DJ names?
Dude, I could never. I don't know.
Because we've
I-
talked about it, was like it would be like it can't be corny.
No.
You know what I mean?
I wish I had a good sounding name.
Yeah.
Like Simon Reyes presenting at calling Simon Reyes.
Dude, imagine opening from Ochak or some crazy shit,
like
dude.
some crazy shit like that.
I don't know. Like I've given it thought because of like that was like, what if I just use my gamer tag for like?
Dude,
But I was like,
Forever
I'd be
Gnarly.
like forever gnarly or like acid with 3 eyes. I was
But
like,
like,
nah.
isn't there already an acid?
There's a song called Acid with 3 eyes, and I'm gonna see if I find it real quick. But it's like I don't know. I wouldn't I wouldn't say it's house music though. Let me see. It's called Acid by Mogwai. Oh my god, this is like the.
It's this song.
Yeah,
dude.
This
no
is Acid,
way.
dude. I had no idea.
I had no idea. I hear this song every day on TikTok. Kid
You know, what,
you
you,
not.
you know what makes me think of this song? Like the Blade, like
Yeah.
intro. Everyone just like in glasses, just like. You know?
It's literally that.
This is the type of music they play in the John Wick movies.
Yeah,
It is like
yeah.
when he's like fighting and all that.
Like in a club.
And this, I'm pretty sure it was this song because like I think it was. I think so.
Let's get a fact check.
Let's
on
get
that.
a fact check because I'm pretty sure.
My phone's recording. Is it? Okay, let's see.
So I don't know why. I think I heard the song years ago, and I was like, I'm gonna make this my gamer tag for like Overwatch or something like that.
Which one?
Acid with three
Really?
eyes. Yeah. And like I don't know, like I never thought like, oh, acid, you know, but like I
But
don't
like
know.
acid sounds like such a
Like dubstep kind of name.
dubstep or like
Liquid Stranger.
or like you're performing a domicile or like
Oh,
Berghain.
yeah. Like I can't be a Miss Mod ass face. I would be
No.
like a Naomi Luna. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Exactly.
Naomi Luna.
Shout out
the way-
Naomi Luna, you know.
You guys were wrong about the song. It's called Confusion Pump Panel Reconstruction Mix.
What's it called? Confusion?
Pump Panel Reconstruction Mix.
What'd you look up? John
Song
Wick?
that played in the Blade intro rave scene.
Oh, come on.
This is the same song.
We were so
dude.
close. It's the same thing. It's
Are
the
you
exact,
just-
it's
it's
the exact same song.
song.
That's my beef with techno, all right? It all sounds the same, but it's great.
You lay
It
off
is.
on techno.
I love techno. Charlotte DeWitt, if you're listening.
Dude, I'm really excited to see Nico Moreno because he's always been such a bucket list DJ to see.
So it's funny because I had this conversation with Caitlin about how like we don't have like a like she has there you go she has like this group, like this European DJ group called Brutalismus 3000, and like they never ever do shows in America. They've never come to America to do a show, and they're coming for Coachella, you know, and she can't be there, you know.
Interesting.
And then it's like Nico Moreno also is from the UK.
No, I can't tell you.
So he's always doing shows in Europe.
In Europe,
I'll say
he's
that.
always in Germany or like Brussels.
Yeah,
or like
Amsterdam. Like he's always doing
or
some
like
crazy stuff,
Turkey,
and like
or-
he's never come to America, and of course he's coming for Miami Music Week, which is pretty huge, you know. And like another one, I want to see Black, but like
Be okay. He's great. Fantastic. But like he's like the guy that kind of got us in. Oh well, is that like I got into house music or EDM in general with techno and hardstyle for the gym bros.
yeah, because we kind of started working out to like music like that, like
Yeah, like Vegeta
yeah.
hardstyle, or like
Yeah.
something
Yeah.
super corny like that. And then we're like, okay, this is getting annoying. Let's hop into some acid industrial techno.
Yeah. And I remember like the only way like I would know techno songs, like I'd never even knew about Charlotte DeWitt until like until EDC, and like I remember just knowing like, oh, like I don't know what techno is, like I don't know like who's the good artist, so I would just go on Spotify and look up warehouse techno, and it would just give me like some like random techno,
Some like
piece.
random thing.
A clank inclusion.
Yeah, Kangloosler. Kangloosler. You know who we're talking about.
yeah.
Fantastic though.
It's so cool. There's so many like we've done boiler rooms.
We've done one boiler room.
Well, I've done two.
You've done two. I've done only one with.
Oh my god! And do you know who Arca is?
No.
You don't know Arca? Kaylin's gonna kill you. But Arca is like this. She's like I don't know how to explain it. I really don't know how to explain it. It's very like experimental technology, electronic music. I really don't know how to explain it. But she's like, I'm gonna find a song by Arca real quick.
I'm just very new to the, whole EDM.
But even still, like I don't think Caitlin's back. Hold on, headphones are going back on.
I'm here.
You know that Katie doesn't know who Arca is? Like, how would you define Arca?
You don't know who Arca is?
Probably like the music, but not by
You're
name.
not gay. You're straight.
Oh, she's from Venezuela? No way.
Yeah, Arca's legit. Arca is also a lot of like electric music as well. Like, and she does that with like reggaeton, and like I feel like that's very respectable, especially as a trans woman. You know,
Yeah.
she's amazing.
This
I love Arca.
This is Arca. This is Rakata.
Interesting. I've never heard about that.
This is who I saw in my first boiler room.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, was this at Boiler Room Perreo in like Austin, Texas?
In Austin, Texas. That's what it was. And it was like I went there with like probably like the whitest dudes that go to University of Texas. So like they didn't have fun, but like at the same time like I'm from Miami, so like I kind of like
you can get
fit
down
in,
to
I
it,
guess,
yeah.
you know. But like it was pretty cool. Like, yeah.
Interesting.
It sounds like music they play at the manors.
It's very much like perreo music.
It's very much Perreo music. But like at the Boiler Room that we went to, it was very much very small Detroit techno.
We saw. Damn, I forgot their names, but like I think that's what makes it. Like those boiler rooms that you just don't know who you're seeing, but like
or like that one dude with like the with the vinyls.
Yeah, no, not with the vinyls. He was doing with CDs.
Yes,
he was mixing with CDs,
with
which
CDs.
I've never seen before, but I thought it was pretty cool.
It's hard, dude, and
Yeah?
I see clips on TikTok, dude. And like imagine you're middle of the song. You're mid song and you have to go through a whole book of CDs to find the one song that you want to play.
I mean, you could say the same thing about vinyl.
Yeah, same
but
thing.
I think
dude.
vinyl is probably more difficult because like you kind of have to like know where you're gonna place the thing, and you have to like make sure it's on. Like,
dude, I've seen DJs like they literally can grab their middle finger and they're just like tapping it.
Like
they're just
vinyl,
not the vinyl, but like the little pin. What's that called?
The jog wheel.
No.
You've lost me.
Like when you put like the needle on a vinyl.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So they're literally like with their middle finger, they're literally just tapping it 2-3 times.
Yeah, to like
get it on the right spot.
Skip it. Yeah.
And they're just like with their headphones in, like half on, like trying to listen, and they're just like tapping it.
Dude,
kind of cool, dude. Mixing with vinyls and CDs.
Do you know it's
a skill.
My dream brand deal or like dream like sponsorship or something like that is Audio Technica or something like that.
What is that?
And they're this company, and they do everything that's like speakers. They do vinyl, like turntables and stuff like that. Like great headphones. They do amps. They do everything that's audio, but like it's beautiful. Like it's everything they do is like awesome. You know, like I would like. I have a buddy back in Canada, and he has the Audio Technica like a turntable like for vinyls and stuff like that. And dude, the sound quality on it is I don't know, but I think it makes it better.
Really?
You know? I'm more of a, like, it sounds super corny, but like I really enjoy music on vinyl. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Over like, see, I don't know. See, like saying that, it makes me feel corny. Like, oh yeah, I spend vinyl. Like I spent $20 for an album. You know,
the Bad Bunny album being $400.
Yeah, bro. Dude. Bad Bunny. What are you doing?
$400. He had it was Yo Hago Lo Que Me Da La Gana, El Último Tour del Mundo, and it was 3 albums.
Okay, that makes sense.
But what? $400?
$400 is still super steep though.
#no.
I wouldn't even pay $50 for it.
But you have
but like if you're a diehard like Bad Bunny fan,
dude. Like at the time, I was a diehard Bad Bunny fan, and like I couldn't justify it.
I don't know. Well, look, so this is completely unrelated, but like, well, kind of related, but like I don't know if you saw that Best Buy they're getting rid of physical copies of everything, like physical copies of games, physical copies of music and stuff like that, because people are just gonna buy it online. Everything's digital nowadays. Like if you want to listen to an album, like might as well get on Spotify, get on Apple Music. Everything is streaming.
Realistically, who's really paying $1.29 on Apple Music or on iTunes to buy music again?
That's true.
Anymore? Like everyone, I feel like a lot of people are on SoundCloud, Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube.
Tidal. YouTube.
Pandora, like my coworker uses Pandora still.
My mom is on Pandora.
Dude, what?
With the ads on Pandora. My mom would like the Pandora
Dude,
ads are insane
crazy.
because it's like you have to skip. You only get 6 skips per hour or something like that.
Dude, that's crazy.
So it's like you want to listen to a specific song, you have to put a shuffle on that like
that radio.
on that radio, and then kind of just hope and pray that you get the song that you want.
That's awful.
Pandora, dude.
Pandora, step it up. But also Spotify's like that when you don't pay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I feel like it's pretty standard, but like I don't know, but like who's
But like
really,
even still, like I would rather listen to Spotify than Pandora. Like 'cause sometimes like
fair.
you can't really rely on a radio too long. Like I would like to have a playlist and sort everything myself.
That's fair. But also like I go by radios on Spotify.
Yeah.
Like play.
Have we hit the 1 hour mark?
Okay.
All right. Well, is this where we call it? Like I feel like we've been.
You guys don't have to. Just letting you
We
guys
can
know.
like go another 10 minutes so you can have some wiggle room to
Do you
edit
guys have
out.
any questions?
Do you have any questions? Any like trivia you want to get us with?
My phone is recording.
Okay.
Greatest show you've seen thus far?
This far?
Are we counting festivals?
Anything that you've seen, anything that you've been in the crowd for, anything
Oh my
that
god.
you've heard live.
All right. Are you guys ready?
Go ahead.
Mao P at EDC.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
Mao P at EDC was another level for me. At least for me.
No, it was cool.
Yeah,
It was,
like
Malpi was a good
he was
set.
great, and he just performed at the Caverns, dude. And this kid that went to Cyprus, he went to go see Malpi in the Caverns, literally right behind him. And I saw
awesome.
I saw the video on Snapchat, and I swiped up, and I was like, "Bro, please."
Dude,
Like-
this is hard. Like that's a pretty
but
hard
I think
question.
I think Malpi at EDC was probably one of the it was my biggest peak.
Nah.
As
No,
of
I
yet.
wasn't. I honestly really appreciated that show, but I don't know. I guess I wasn't in the right mood at the time. Like,
Fair.
wasn't in. We had just as the first show that we had seen, and I don't know.
Yeah, like we had just shown up and like we were like everyone just got like exhausted. You know?
Yeah.
Like we showed up and it was day 2, right?
It
It was day 2, and then we showed up and like everyone just got tired like as soon as we got there. So we were sitting down for
literally
a hot,
sitting down,
and we're like, all right,
drinking
Mal
lemonade.
P is on. Everyone get up, like let's go. And everyone got like very overwhelmed with everything that was happening with the crowd and everything. But I don't know, like that's pretty hard. Like I saw, like before John Summit became really mainstream, I saw him at 3 Points in 2022, and that was like it was raining, so like being in the rain while listening to like John Summit, like Revolution and Human and all these songs, like this was before Where You Are,
Techno Summit.
Techno
Shout out.
Summit.
Dude, bring him back.
and then even like who else? It was also John Summit at EDC Orlando 2022, and like I remember he was mixing in like Chris Lake and shit like that, and like
Dude, crazy.
I'm huge on Chris Lake, you know what I mean?
I haven't had the opportunity to see him. I've only heard sets on SoundCloud and YouTube, especially with him like with Fisher. Dude, do you think they're the dynamic duo?
So yeah, I think so, because I think they did Chris Lake. He did recently did a set in EDC Mexico, and he was
in Mexico.
He was with EDC Mexico, and he was with Skrillex.
Yes, and
And I
it was
saw
the
that.
first time he heard In the Yuma.
Dude, I'm
was
gonna play In the Yuma. I think In the Yuma might be our closing track before we go.
We didn't answer yet, though.
About what? Who is my
Your favorite
favorite?
show.
Yeah.
Dude, I don't know.
Really?
you have an answer?
You
I
don't
really
have,
don't know.
you don't have someone where you were like, dude, this guy was peak.
Like Charlotte
Okay,
DeWitt was
Charlotte
peak.
DeWitt after party.
Like I remember getting to like I was kind of like my friends kind of left me alone, and I kind of had like a solo quest or whatever, and I remember just like being super into the music and like seeing Charlotte DeWitt pop a cigarette in her mouth. Like she looked so badass. Like I thought that was super cool. But like John Summit, the both times that I saw him were fantastic. The time we saw him at my music week in 2023 like was pretty good, but like it could have been so much better. Like it was like
Okay.
he was getting very experimental because he had the screen
and all
for
that. It was
Afterlife.
his first Experts Only.
Yeah.
That was his first.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
So-
because he was with Off the Grid.
Yeah.
And then switched over to Experts Only because of copyright.
Copyright for Experts Only. No, Off the
Off the
Grid
Grid.
Festival. because it's a festival.
It's already a
in,
festival?
like Michigan.
Really?
Yeah, it's something like in the middle of nowhere.
Okay, to answer.
That's why they changed it from off the grid.
You have old merch.
Old merch.
Limited edition.
Limited edition, vintage.
You know, sell that when
he's already huge. So whoever any John Summit fangirlies, fanboys, please buy the shirt.
Dude,
$400.
$400, dude. That's so funny. Put down our Patreon, dude.
Put it on our Patreon.
We're rare off the grid. I'll throw my hat in there, dude, for an extra 50.
Really?
Yeah.
You still haven't answered.
He's gonna be dodging this question.
I love avoiding questions.
Do you have one, Katie?
What has been your favorite DJ set
I have no idea.
this far? Like you've seen a decent amount.
I've seen a decent amount, but I can't tell you any of their names.
Or like
I don't know,
tell me when and I can
but-
tell you.
I don't know. The whole EDC was really good.
Okay.
There wasn't a specific one that like you felt, like, you know.
Where you're just like
You literally like you couldn't. Oh, I have an answer. Sorry,
Okay.
I have an answer. My answer was my answer is Vintage Culture back-to-back James Hype After Party EDC Orlando Day 3. Oh my god, it was probably the best set I've ever witnessed, and like best like time I've ever had in a club. So it was like the first time I've ever done like VIP at a club. So I'm like looking down at all the peasants that pay GA, you know.
The GA rats.
GA rats, like I'm in VIP, like model service. And then like we ended up going downstairs and like to be with the crowd and everything. And oh my god, dude, it was like I guess people were being annoying at the club. It is what it is. It was at the Vanguard in Orlando.
Great venue.
And like I went there and like the people were being assholes, but like I didn't care. Like the music was hitting. Like it was just amazing. Like and I remember like they stopped the music like 4 a.m. I think, or like 2 a.m. I don't remember what time they stopped. And it literally was just like I was like satisfied. I was like, all right, that was a great set from start to end. There was not a time that I was not moving.
Really? Okay.
Like I was literally doing a step by step. I was like, I literally looked at my sister and I was like, I don't know what's going on. I can't stop moving. That's my answer.
Caitlin?
I feel like I'm gonna throw it off a little bit with my answer.
I already know. I already
Is it
think.
gonna be a Horse Girl?
I think it's Horse Girl Factory Town, right?
Actually, the set that I feel like I moved the most, where I lost myself the most, is gonna be Gorgon City.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
You guys weren't there, but I don't know. I was literally
Euphoria.
like, I was Euphoria, and
I was
I don't
in
know.
line waiting for like $16 dumplings, you know.
Gorgon City was amazing, and I wish more of you guys came to see even like the first 10 minutes the way that we did. But even like the first 10 minutes got me like so excited. Like,
Dude, and is that Gorgon?
We saw Gorgon City.
Gorgon City
in
at
3
3 points wasn't that good.
yeah, but I don't know
was like-
why.
No,
but
It was
the
alright.
but the crowd.
And the crowd sucked.
The crowd sucked
Yeah.
for 3 points.
A big influence of that might have been that I was in the back of the crowd with people that were just like
Vibing.
Yeah. great
vibing the
vibe.
hardest, you know, like pulling out dance moves, joking around, like it was like good people, like people that were like being nice and fanning everyone and stuff like
Yeah.
that. And I was also with like Slater, so Slater was like also
Shout out
my
Slater.
only shout out Slater.
Give her the twinkles. Shout out Slater.
Love you so much, Slater.
Later.
But I was just seeing Slater, and she would just turn around and look at me and be like, I feel great. This is great. And I'd be like, dude, I feel great too. And like we would just hear like whatever Gorgon City was playing, and then all of a sudden we heard Voodoo, and like I got a huge like surge of energy in that moment. But also Horse Girl and Grimes is up there too.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say Grimes is also that was one of the best sets of that weekend. And like we saw Fred again, we saw Skrillex, but like Grimes really stuck, like really like.
Skrillex was cool though.
I just wish we weren't so far back. Like Goop, shout out Goop.
Shout out Goop.
Goop was in the crowd with her boyfriend, whatever, and they were like deep, like they were like in the middle, you know. And we were there with my sister and everything, but like since my sister's not really into dubstep and stuff like that, we were all the way in the back, you know. Next year, I'm in there. I'm with the rats.
Dude, we're in there.
Yeah,
Next
we
year
have
we're
to
in
be
there.
I mean this year.
This
This
year.
year.
This
Oh
year
my
we're
God.
in there.
Dude, festival season's coming up, guys.
Like, you have to
It's
give
starting.
us one artist with just one specific moment where you're like, damn, they were onto
that
something.
Was so
like,
much fun.
like damn, this house stuff, like
Was it Fisher at EDC?
Subtronics.
They were all cool. Like they were all really cool. I feel like I was more into like just the vibe with everybody and not more so the music. So I really couldn't tell you like who was playing. I was just so into the music, and at some point, like it all just kind of blends into one big blur.
Fair.
That's fair as well.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
I feel
Fisher
like
at EDC was good too.
Fisher at EDC. Yeah.
He was really
Because he
good.
did 2 sets. We saw the main one, and then we sat down for the second one.
Mm-hmm.
And we kind of heard it. We heard it from the far, and we're like, this is pretty good.
Yeah.
I can tell you my most. Oh,
go ahead.
Oh, please.
my most disappointing one was Steve Aoki at
Steve
EDC.
Aoki.
Yeah.
No cake.
No
No
cake.
cake.
No cake. Just bad vibes.
Same.
bad
same.
vibes.
Just
I
literally
threw
nightmare rotation vibes.
Yeah. It's because everyone wanted to rush the front to get
Yeah,
caked.
to get cake.
But he didn't even have cakes. But Dylan Francis. So we weren't in that crowd, but Dylan Francis was throwing pub subs into the crowd. Did you see
Yes,
that?
I
Should've
did see
been
clips
there.
of that.
It was Dylan Francis back to back.
Yeah.
I would have gotten a pub sub, and I was like, I would have been like,
But another disappointing set was Deadmau5.
Deadmau5.
Because like, dude, you grow up.
no mouse face.
No,
Dude,
no
you
helmet.
grow up-
No helmet. For
I remember for Halloween, dude, I spent $300 making a Deadmau5 mask.
Really?
I was like 8, 9.
Where'd you get $300 from?
My dad.
allowance.
At 8 years old, bye.
He was working hard.
And but like I had
It didn't
told
come
him
full.
like why I wanted it and like to do it, and I was like whatever. But you grow up seeing this mask.
Yeah,
and then
it's
you go,
iconic.
I'm finally gonna fulfill a childhood dream of
Yeah.
seeing Deadmau5, and this
100%.
dude is not wearing his mask.
we're just watching we're like waiting for Deadmau5 to come out. And turns out it was the twink in the red shirt, bro. We were just like, what are you doing?
Yes, dude, and we didn't leave because Bausa
Oh,
was
Bausa
playing
was going on at the same time. But we're like, you know what? Maybe like halfway through the set, he puts the helmet back on. And like, no. There was video. Like I saw Deadmau5 in EDC Mexico, not wearing the helmet,
no helmet, but some guy in the audience had a helmet,
and he gave it to him.
and he gave it to him, and he put it on for his set.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
That's pretty cool.
but it was like midway.
Ooh, we no one see your face. Put it back
Yeah.
Put the
on.
mask on.
We don't know. We
That's
don't
like
care.
Horse Girl without the
Dude,
horse.
I would be.
For real.
I'd
Everyone's
be,
gonna be like, who is this?
Dude, if Horse Girl
No.
ever did that, but her mask is like insanely realistic.
Like, you have no idea what she looks like, and I think that's so cool. She's
But-
literally just a gimmick. Like, I love that so much.
what I would like put on par there, or like on top of that, is like, imagine going to see Daft Punk, and neither of them were wearing their helmets.
True.
You're just
That's
like,
super
who are
true.
these two dudes? You
That's
know?
someone I would really love to see one day. I'm
Oh,
not gonna love.
they're retired.
Like, I know they're retired, but I would still pray and hope to see
yeah.
them one day. Same with Brutalismus, but I would love to see Daft Punk one day.
Yeah.
Truly.
That'd be cool.
You saw
I
like
really
their
want
like
to see.
early Coachella sets, and it was like,
Yeah.
damn, like I wish I was there for this. Like no phone, and everyone's
Fair.
just enjoying
For
the
real.
vibe.
That's
for
what,
real.
dude. I want to go to Berghain so bad.
Sorry?
Berghain is this club in Germany.
Berghain.
No, it's Berghain.
Berghain.
It's Berghain.
It's Berghain.
It's Berghain.
In English, it's Berghain. Berghain is in German.
No fact check. Everything's dead. over
Everything is
here.
dead. Oh my god, guys,
Oh.
what is going on?
Just running on
I guess
knowledge.
I'll guess.
But okay, but like I would love to go there at some point in my life because that whole and Space is doing it for a show for Miami Music Week. Where
Yeah, for like Chris Dusty.
Yeah.
yeah, they're doing no phone policy, no cameras. So they're gonna put stickers over your.
They need to do more of that, low
Nope.
key.
I remember Domicile had that rule, but I don't think anybody ever.
All right, ready? Ready for
Domicile
the,
had that rule for
ready?
the BDSM nights because they didn't want anyone being filmed that was getting into like sexual activity or like being promiscuous.
Yeah, but
or
I
anything
just
like
don't feel like they really like stuck to it.
that. And I don't think they stuck to it 100%, but like there was still like less phones, significant amount of less.
Dude,
phones.
and I had no idea. And Berghain, they people like line up to get into the club at like 3:00 in the
yeah,
afternoon.
yeah, because
And
they
because they deny everyone.
yeah.
Like you can be waiting there at 3:00 and still get denied.
All right, you ready?
If your vibes aren't right, they won't let you in.
Yeah, you gotta come in looking like
You have to look cunt
You
as fuck,
breathe
and like you have
and
to know like they have to see you and be like, all right, this guy's
guy-
one of us.
Yeah.
But listen,
Berghain.
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 Told
You were saying
guys.
Berghain.
I said Berghain from the beginning. I never said Berghain. Nothing. I said Berghain.
But for those who don't know about Berghain, all right, it's this nightclub in Berlin where they're super strict on who they let in, and there's no phones allowed, no cameras, no nothing. People don't even know, like, unless you've been inside, there's nothing.
No evidence.
You don't know
you
don't know what it looks like on the inside, and it could, like, I think it has like several floors. Like, it's just a big ass warehouse.
And that's how the Thunderdome is also.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where is the Thunderdome? Is that in LA?
No, the UK.
Think about the warehouse leads.
I need one of those events so bad.
That'd be really cool. And like in the 80s, 90s, the Thunderdome, they would put like, obviously no one had like phones with cameras or anything, so like it didn't matter. But like there would be this like one crew filming the whole thing. And so all you're seeing is people like bald dudes going like doing the Hawking and whatever.
We need that type of vibes.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I'm looking at the right one. The event is called Thunderdome, and it's in Tacoma, Washington.
What? No.
Yes, and that's where Excision performed with the Ray Volpe, Holy, just dubstep guys.
I think if we all like shave our heads and like dress super Matrix, we can get into Berghain.
You think?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna just be there like quiet, all bald headed.
Yeah, I would have to like not sleep for days to just have like the black like the sleeping, like, what's that called?
They're gonna be like,
the baggy eyes.
y'all
And
are
like, oh.
legit.
Yeah.
These people belong here.
We just can't look so American because
You
they
know.
deny Americans a lot.
Thunderdome is a concept in hardcore techno and gobber music that mainly used for a series of parties and CD albums. It was organized by the Dutch entertainment company IDNT. The first party was organized in 1992, and the party held in December 2012 was advertised as being the end of Thunderdome.
Shout out Thunderdome.
Shout out Thunderdome.
And
you
I can
finish
get
your
the
work
location real quick.
Yeah, did you?
How many times have we seen John Summit?
I've seen him only 3 times, and now
Because we saw him with Green Velvet at 3 Points.
yeah.
I've seen him twice.
Yeah.
Kitty has seen him once.
Yeah.
You've seen him like 4 times.
Yeah, literally.
5.
Yeah, dude, it's in Amsterdam. The
Amsterdam.
Thunderdome is in Amsterdam.
Hashtag somebody start up a GoFundMe so we can go.
I want to.
No, we need brand deals.
Brand deals, guys.
We
Pioneer DJ.
Pioneer. We'll go Hercules.
Let's get serious. Someone has to get good at DJing so that we can
That's what I'm
get
saying.
in there, low key.
You're in the bathroom? All right. Yeah, but like that's another thing. Was like I wanted to that's why I wanted to mix and everything while I did this podcast, so people could be like, "Oh, he DJs. He's chill," you know. So then be like, "Oh, you know, like this kid Cesar Braceno, like let's hook him up with some like free headphones or something."
You wish.
I wish. That's what I'm telling you.
That's why I was like, I look, you need to make a set, because if I just look cunty and I'm mixing, they're gonna be like, hot bitch on the decks, like come blow this bitch up.
And I'm just behind you, like.
Be like, and she got her boyfriend helping her out.
All of EDC gang in the back, like.
Yeah. It would be cool. 'Cause I would like put your voices in the mixes and be like, you guys would show up on screen.
Yeah.
And we're like
Just,
in 3D.
And you're like eating the crowd.
Oh my god, let's talk about the tweakers at these
the
festivals.
tweakers, yeah. So another thing that happens at these festivals is obviously at these festivals there's a lot of drug use and everything. Don't do drugs, and if you are, do them safely. Test them. But a lot of these people don't really know their limits when it comes to stuff like this, and like stuff when it comes to drugs. So like people at these festivals go wild, and they just don't know how to act. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for real. And EDC is all about the plur, and I feel like you don't find that at a lot of Factory Town
Yeah.
or like at Space.
It's because it's Miami, you know.
Factory Town in Space, it's very Miami culture. It's very like people who are into like the house music solely to like, you know, get on stage and be like, I'm with the DJ. Like,
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
it's
but
like,
that's not
bro,
what it's about, you know?
like, you are not that girl.
So like that's
You
why
wanna
like I don't refuse to, but like I wouldn't want to pay to go to Ultra. You know what I mean? Because Ultra is just like EDC, but Miami people everywhere.
I would absolutely hate that.
You know, and like I've done Rolling Loud and like in Miami, and that's like awful. Like, you know, like I just don't picture the EDM scene being that like friendly in Miami, you know? I don't know. South Florida, step up. I mean,
better.
Step up.
speaking of Florida stepping up, there's a new club that opened up in Fort Lauderdale, Chemistry. So,
What's the?
nope,
Nope.
nope. That's the intro music.
There's too many of them on.
I told you. I was like, I can label these for if you want, you know.
It's okay.
But they opened up Chemistry, and the Chemistry opened up with the intention of being like a full like dubstep club in Fort Lauderdale, and they would have like a bunch of like dubstep artists, like even like Subtronics' wife,
Level Up.
Level Up, performed, and it was like a big deal. You know, we saw Lil Texas there and everything.
Fantastic.
But now like they're really like adhering to the spring break crowd that's gonna come in. Have you seen that?
And they're also doing they've had a couple reggaeton artists like Omar Courts, I forgot who else.
It's a funny thing. I don't know if you or Kaylin have seen my dice, but like I didn't buy tickets. It was free to go see Lil Pump at Chemistry.
Dude, I saw that notification and I told my brother, and he might go. My
Dude,
brother might go,
so...
but he said that like it's whack because it's at 6 p.m. Like
what?
Like it's you have to wait. The free entry is at 6 p.m.
No, I thought it was before 9.
No,
hold on.
6 p.m.
Check that.
Didn't like
Trippie
someone?
Redd.
Trippie Redd went and he literally didn't perform. He
Didn't
just,
perform.
Like,
He
listened
like
to his music.
he literally got on top of like the balcony, like where like the second floor or whatever, and he was kind of just hanging off there. And they were playing his music, but he wasn't singing. He was kind of just like bouncing his head to the crowd. And like, Whoa, Vicky showed up. Neon showed up.
Well,
like,
Vicky's not that cool. I've met her.
You've met Will Vicky?
those are fighting
She's
words.
a regular at my job.
What?
Yeah, she's a regular.
Hashtag shout out the Hard Rock.
No,
won't
don't
say what
shout out
restaurant.
the Hard Rock. I'm gonna get a
We're gonna-
lawsuit.
we're gonna
low
bleep-
key.
we're
Let's
gonna
bleep
bleep
all
Yeah,
of
we
that.
won't say
Low
what
key.
restaurant, but
Let's just say I work at a very prestigious high-end restaurant that.
Whoa, Vicky
has a lot
happened to
of
attend to, and Vicky, grow up. You know?
Grow up.
She's like a
Bitch,
Jesus
I'm telling you, have a
now.
good day, and you're
She's
here
what?
giving me the stink
she's
eye.
like a
Like,
Jesus lover now.
Really?
Is
she's
she
not
really?
that cool. Like,
Yeah, she's like converted to God.
she doesn't drink though. She never orders drinks, even though her party's ordering drinks. So.
Damn,
Did they tip
Eh?
you guys?
Maybe we're
No,
just hating. You know?
all the
Maybe-
celebrities
maybe she's a
never
nice
tip.
girl. You know?
maybe.
Maybe.
No, I'll be like, have a great day, and she'll be like,
It's because they're doing too much. You know?
I have to do that. It's a part of my job. I'm like, have a great day. Thank you for dining at Kuro. And she's usually stood there like, thank you.
Is she short? I feel like she is.
I feel like she's like medium, like 5'7".
Medium?
Average height.
Average height, 5'7". I think 5'7" is really tall, actually. You know?
5'7" is tall for a woman.
Hashtag
No?
short kings out there.
I think so.
For
I
a
mean, in
woman,
South
it is.
Florida, yeah.
Yeah.
South
Sure.
Florida, like I feel like people are very small, very short here. 5'2".
Can't relate. 6'2".
Whatever, dude. Whatever.
Shout out short kings. Everywhere.
Shout out Short Kings, dude. Dudes in the booth. Dudes in the booth.
Keep
Hashtag
the,
I love my short kings.
keep the dudes over 6 foot in the GA rats.
Yeah.
Keep the short dudes.
Nah,
in
dude. Put
The
them all
short
the way
guys
in the.
can't see.
Nah, put all the tall dudes in the
Dude,
back.
because I kid you not,
They can see.
it's like it sucks because like I'll hear the girls like talking at the show and they'll be like, dude, I have no idea what they look like. Or like Slater seeing Dom Dalla like twice, was it?
She's seen Dom Tala twice
I
because
think it was. And she goes, I still have no idea what he looks like. And then
I don't know what Gorgon City looks like.
No, we were saying that about Gorgon City. We've seen Gorgon City like twice or 3 times now, and we have no idea what they look like at all. Me and Slater were there trying to be like, they were
Dude,
trying
I
to
forgot
reach
who
other
it
people.
was, but I picked up Slater so she can see what
Oh.
this person looks like.
It wasn't Eli Brown. I
It
think
was
that
day
the
one.
It was who?
It was day one.
It was day one.
Yeah, so I don't know if like
Day
it's
one,
your
we
name.
saw Dead Mouse. Then we saw.
It was at the stage with the really big like face with the arms.
That's the
Oh,
main,
main
stage.
stage.
Yeah.
Main
It
stage.
was
Then
there.
Then who do we see main stage?
Well,
Not
Dead
day
Mouse was
one.
started, and then
Was it day one?
hold on, I'm about to
It
look up
was
the
day
2023 lineup.
I think. I don't know. Don't quote me.
Because it could have been no way.
No,
it was
I
for
think
sure.
it was day one.
What did we? No, because the last person we saw on day one is Subtronics. We saw him till close.
Oh my
He
god, shout out
closed.
Slater too. She got mobbed.
She got mobbed at Subtronics.
Dude, seeing Slater fly across the
She's just
The
a little
circle.
baby.
She literally is less than 100 pounds.
Like, she's
4'11".
the smallest one of
Was
us.
Subtronics? Subtronics was day one. I'm looking at this lineup now, and I'm kind of mad that we missed a couple of people.
Yeah,
Marco
sorry.
Koloff was there, you know? We
But
saw
he-
Noizu, like, we didn't like Hugo. Balsa was there. West End,
Marcos
West
hated
End
Hugo.
back-to-back Joshua. Dombreski.
I would love to see Dombreski.
I've been
even though
wanting
he's
to
such a
see
frat
Dombreski.
crowd.
Yeah.
There was another chance to see him at Factory Town, and I
Yeah.
still didn't go see
Yeah.
him.
Yes.
Because he was going at the same time as John Summit
Yeah.
and James Hype.
Yeah. Dude, I saw a documentary a couple weeks ago while I was working at home. And it was about the Groove Cruise.
Oh, the EDC?
No. There's another cruise called the Groove Cruise. And they do, I don't know what it is. It leaves from San Diego and they go to Ensenada. Ensenada, Baja California, Mexico. And it's like it's a weekend thing. John Summit was there this year. There's a couple good big names. But Dombreski performed at the private island that they go to.
Oh, no.
Was that at the EDC? Not EDC, but ED like ocean.
No.
ED Ocean.
EDC. Yeah,
EDC.
EDC.
I heard it was pretty cool.
I heard that too.
Yeah.
I heard that too, but they're like really strict.
Yeah.
Like really strict for
Yeah.
other things. But like
Because, bro, like, imagine, like, people are feeling some type of way and they're literally, like, on a boat, like a
Yeah.
moving boat in the
Yeah.
middle of...
Go to your room. Leave. Goodbye.
No, people get seasick sober. Like, imagine, like,
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Party
but the
favors.
seasickness only lasts like the first day.
I don't know. I've never been on a cruise.
I've never been.
I've never been on a
Are you
cruise either.
serious?
I've
No.
never been
I
on a
promise
cruise.
you, it literally only lasts maybe like the first 30 minutes. And then the weirdest thing after the cruise is when you get off and then you still have those sea legs and you feel like,
You feel like you're rocking
yeah.
a little bit.
But it goes away after like 30 minutes.
That's like when you get off a treadmill.
Yeah.
You feel like your legs are still walking like in a treadmill.
EDC Vegas?
EDC Vegas 2025.
EDC Vegas
I want to do
2025.
EDC Vegas, guys.
I want to do it 2025. 2025 is supposed to be like, I don't know, in a weird way, it's supposed to be my year because 25 is my lucky number. So like I remember when I was a kid, I like made a what's that called? Like those. Do you remember Zoe 101? The
Yes.
memory box, whatever, and they dig
Yes,
it.
a time capsule.
A time capsule. I remember I made a time capsule when I was like probably like 10 years old with like a bunch of stuff.
Is
And
it in Canada?
I think it's somewhere in Canada. I don't know who has it. I don't know if it's buried
You
or
never
something like that.
buried
I don't remember. I remember like it was, at one point it was in my closet back in my childhood house, but like I don't know what we did with it. But then like I remember writing, I want to open this in 2025, and I have no idea where it is. You
You should
know,
low-key try to track it down.
I kind of want to. I feel like there's like a Game Boy in there or something. Nintendo
There has to be
DS.
some like a Nintendo a Game Boy Color.
Imagine.
Dude, that would be nuts. Did you guys have like Game Boy Colors and all that? Like Game Boy, Nintendo
I had a
DSs?
GameCube.
You guys had a GameCube?
I don't know.
I still have it. I have the original Mario on it.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you have
Really?
Smash Bros?
No, I only have the original Mario.
My parents
Just
have
Mario.
a
Dude, I'm
Game
gonna
Boy
find
as
this
well.
on Amazon, some Smash Bros.
Hmm?
Smash Bros, so we can play it.
Oh yeah. Do you know what? This is not related to the house music
Yeah.
or the podcast or
No,
anything like
okay.
that. I'll probably cut this out because like it makes no sense to have it in. But like literally today, I showed Kaylin's brother Brawlhalla.
Really?
Did, and he was like, "If I beat you, then we go for another game." And I was like, "It's 6 o'clock." I literally just whooped him. It was like, "We gotta go." It was so funny.
That's funny.
Yeah. So all right.
Outro?
I'll come back in. What?
Outro?
Outro? All right, hold on. That's a EBT this outro for podcast.
You could just be like, oh, I love house music. Yay.
See you guys at the next groove.
I like that. I will see you. We'll see you in the next district or some bullshit. Anyways, and that wraps her up. And that wraps up another electrifying episode of another. This is our first. Okay, so this wraps up the first episode of the Groove District. Once again, thank you for joining us on this conversation. I think we started this out with the intention of just talking a lot about house music, but we just kind of branched off into different stories and everything. I mean, we have more stories. We can talk about this for hours. But thank you all for joining us. And if you enjoyed the beats that were playing in the background, I'm going to see if I can find all these songs and maybe link them in the bio. If anything,
tune in next week.
My name is Cesar Braceno.
This is Simon.
Ladies,
Caitlin.
Katie.
thank you all for joining us.
See you in the next group.